Tesla, I have a bone to pick with you. I got my Tesla probably like 3 weeks ago. When I got my Tesla, obviously, you know, when you get a new toy, you want to use all the bells and whistles. So as I am using my Tesla, I see it's an option for a premium mode. So the premium mode, obviously, it gives you a few different features, especially the theater mode without needing to connect to Wi-Fi. And it also is something I personally feel is important for like music and things. But guys, there's been several times that I've been at charging stations and I've experienced problems. But there's also been several times that I've utilized this mode and it's actually entertained me, my kids. It's helped me when it comes to me just driving, not needing to use my phone for certain things. So let's deep dive into what I use the premium mode for, and if, in my opinion, it's actually really worth it. Now, starting out, the premium mode is $9.99. I was about to say $99. But it is a mode that I feel is interesting. I do think that it is very severely underuseful. Now, this is coming from a guy that sells phones, somebody that uses mobile hotspots. Also, I provide people with home internet. I do a bunch of different things when it comes to cellular. I've worked through a bunch of mergers, and I will say Tesla is just scratching the surface on this premium mode because there is a bunch of things they could be doing. Maybe there's a reason they're not. So number one, when I go ahead and I go to my theater mode, okay, I have Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and then Tesla tutorials. But I usually just use Netflix or YouTube. Now, when I use Netflix, okay, for example, when I'm at my charging station or when I am just trying to occasionally watch Netflix, maybe waiting for my kids to get out of school, this does not pop up. A loading bar does. There's been plenty of times I've been trying to watch Netflix and I can't because it's literally just loading. So right now, if I hit this, I can easily turn something on, and I would assume it'll work because I'm recording right now. So hopefully, yep. Yeah, cool, right? Great. But there are also times where I'm trying to use theater mode for YouTube, and this is my biggest gripe because I myself am somebody that operates on YouTube on a consistent basis, right? Here is the problem. When I go ahead and try to watch YouTube videos, the buffering is absolutely insane, okay? I want to make this very clear. I love premium mode because it allows me to use a connectivity other than my phone. But number one, I have huge problems using any other, and this one won't work because it's low. Let me see. Any other quality, let me see, maybe this might have one. So I try to use HD, it doesn't work, right? So if I try to use 1080p, I'll be able to do it, but it will buffer as I'm watching the show. And that to me is a issue. A big issue. Now, I'm not even talking about the 4K aspect because obviously that probably will cause some concerns. I feel like I should be able to watch TV or YouTube in whatever quality I want if I'm paying $99. That's just me. Now, I don't know if that's just me being selfish or if that's just me being ungrateful. But there's been plenty of times I've been literally looking at the screen like, it happened this morning. I was charging my Tesla. It was buffering and buffering to the point to where I just pulled out my phone and used it. So that's a problem, okay? I think that that's a huge issue with the premium is that it's unreliable. Now you may be saying, well, Brandon, you have to realize that it is connecting cellular-wise if you're in a bad area. Y'all need to put some Wi-Fi somewhere then because I should never be charging my Tesla and not being able to watch whatever I wanna watch as far as YouTube-wise, okay? Or Netflix. Let's talk about some of the other features that come with this other than just the entertainment. First, I wanna talk about the map, and this has to be my favorite. The map is absolutely awesome. There's been times where I'm trying to get to my kid's school and I don't know which route to take, and I can see based on the traffic. This is important for me. Now, for some, it may not be as important, but to me, if I'm looking and I'm trying to go on a highway, I can look like right now, we see that it's probably no traffic, right? But during like busy times, I can see if it's traffic on these, which allows me to take Kelly Drive. I love the fact that this gives me the live traffic updates. That's my favorite part of this map. I think that the maps are really, really useful, especially if I'm traveling to my stores. These are awesome. It gets a 10 out of 10 from me any day. 100% worth it. But to play devil's advocate, the map doesn't always coincide with Google Maps. Sometimes Google Maps shows the real life traffic, and Tesla's map doesn't show it. Sometimes Tesla show it and Google Maps doesn't. So I'm not sure why that is, but sometimes it's a little misleading. So I sometimes don't know which one to trust. Let's talk about live Serenity mode. Now, this is I hope I said it right. This is the security mode. Let's be clear, okay? I'm being honest. I was at a friend's house probably a few days ago, okay? And when I was at a friend's house, my car said my front door was open, or somebody tried to open my front door. Guys, this is what happened. Kids were banging on my car, okay? Now, I don't usually be in this area, and I guess, you know, they didn't like my car or something. They just banged on my car. You wanna know what this live Serenity mode allowed me to do? Send that video to their parents. And that is powerful, because when the kids saw that my car was recording all the time, they actually they left it alone for the rest of the night. And I'm sure if I go around there again, they'll leave it alone. This is a feature that is severely under no conversation, in my opinion, that I've heard that sold me on it. But it's to me with beginners, because if I'm at a parking garage, I took my girl out to eat yesterday, I can now know what's going on and happening around my car 24/7. If I'm on the road and somebody is trying to brake check me, I can make sure the dash cam is catching that. That is important to me. Protecting your assets, especially when you have electronics all the time. So maybe I got 45 AirPods in my car at once. I feel safe. Not that nobody will break into my car, but I feel safe knowing that if they do, I'll have them in 4K. Well, maybe not 4K, but you get what I'm saying. Bad part is it takes a lot of your battery, in my opinion. I'm not paying. Now, let's make this clear. I'm not paying for no feature and then turning the feature off. I'm going to keep that feature going. This not going off. Now, oh yeah, turn it off when you get home. No, I don't know what could happen. I'm not turning it off. It's staying on. It's staying on. It's going to use this battery percentage up, but it's staying on. Now, it uses probably, like, from what my calculations show, it uses around 2%. I can't even say every hour. I would say like 2% every 4 hours, because this doesn't use too much. It's not something where it's like, dang, my battery is so depleted, but it definitely is it uses your battery for sure. About the internet browser. Now, this is something I don't use, but I think I used it one time. Now, obviously, I like it because I could like show my website and stuff like that. That's tough, right? I mean, go ahead and get you guys some pods or something, man. Go get your stuff, you know what I mean? We got pods, chargers, everything. There's a wholesale website for resellers and also people that just sell products in general. But anyway, I like this. Now, I could watch different, like I probably could do Amazon Prime, like Prime Video. I like this browser, no questions asked. Awesome, genius. Out of 10, no negative feedback at all. Favorite feature, which is interesting because I have it on my phone. My favorite feature though, 1000% is Apple Music. Now, I gotta make a disclaimer. Did you know? Well, you didn't know because you weren't in the car, but this wasn't working for me at all. This was not working for me at all when I first got my Tesla. You know, when I first got my Tesla and I tried to use this feature, it said copyright issue. And then when I tried, it just wouldn't let me. It would just always say copyright issue. It just wouldn't let me. Then Tesla put out an update, and then all of a sudden, it just started letting me. I love the fact that I can listen to music and it has nothing to do with my phone. That, $9.99 all day. Take my $9.99. Why? Because I use music a lot in my car. To entertain my children, to just relax my own self. I like listening to jazz. I like listening to rap and stuff too, but I just like it. I love it. This is a 10 out of 10. So I'm gonna just tell y'all this, man. Do I think that Tesla Premium, the premium Tesla, what do you call this crap, man? So I don't want to sound ignorant. Do I think that the premium connectivity is worth it? Absolutely. $9.99 isn't a lot of money for the things that it gives you. I do think there's a bunch of other stuff that they could add to this. So hopefully they do. But I'm sure if they do, then the price goes up. So I don't know how that works. But yes, get it. It's worth it because the navigation alone keeps you updated. It keeps you in a position to always know what to expect. Mostly, and I like that. Even if it's wrong, at least it gives me some type of something to go off of. And I know you might be like, well, what do you mean? I'd rather expect traffic and then not be no traffic than to just not know. That's just me. But I like it, love it. I definitely think that this subscription service is needed if you are trying to get the most out of your Tesla.